Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Per Aspera. Now, that fuzziness on the screen, do not adjust your sets. That is part of the aesthetic during the pause menu. See, that's what it looks like when we're running the simulation, and then it looks like you're viewing it through an old television when it's paused. So in the last episode, we were slowly building up our base and we built our parts factory. So what we need to do now is get our worker factory, which takes a lot of inputs. So we're going to put it over here. And this is a game where, especially if you're playing it on 1 speed, there is a lot of waiting, but the atmosphere of the game makes you want to sort of enjoy the waiting. And you can sort of plan what you're doing next. I mean, you can build more than one thing at a time, but obviously don't want to spread the resources and distract the workers, get them confused at this point when you've only got one. and starts working on the builder factory. Okay, you'll notice that with the worker factory built, our glass kiln has lost power. So let's fix that, and I'm gonna pop that down here. I mean, there's all these handy graphs down here so you can see how things are changing. Which is handy if you think of your base in terms of inputs and outputs. Okay, more power, yay! Now we're going to build a worker hub. Because even though we built the worker factory, without a worker hub, it's not going to be building anything. So let's have a look and see what we've got here. This is the traffic layout, so you can see what's going on. And there's basically two stats that you're looking at up here. And the color of the road saturation is how much it's being used, so you can tell which roads are being used more often. Especially which comes in useful, especially as you get more workers. What we're looking at is the sector load, which is basically how many objects in a sector are waiting to be transported. Be it stuff from the mines to the factories, the products from the factories, or so on. Because our aim right now is to place the worker hub somewhere where it will ease the load. I mean, I think what we'll do is we'll put it right there. Now the other interesting thing that you can see is that we put the building right there, and the roads, they all readjusted. They're all readjusted to remember that there's actually a building, a node there now. I don't have to go, oh, suddenly there's all these roads in the way. Which is pretty cool.
Finally, I can build additional workers now. I will appreciate the extra hands. But I wonder, do I really need them?
Okay.
They will boost my functionality greatly. Having more workers will expand my physical domain over this planet.
There you go. There we are going full. We're going full showdown. Okay. Next up, maintenance facility. Let's have a look, see what we got here. Mars residents, maintenance drones. Maintenance drones are unmanned aerial vehicles that monitor your bases and systems and to verify that everything is in working order. They will automatically repair any decayed building detected in their service area to make sure to distribute enough maintenance hubs throughout your base. Okay, optimizations in engineering. Martian dust gets everywhere, and the radiation bursts don't play nice. And radiation bursts don't play nice with equipment. All buildings require constant upkeep from maintenance drones. Maintenance facilities need to be built and kept well supplied to allow maintenance drones to operate. When two maintenance facilities are within close range, they will share their maintenance drones, giving more flexibility to your setup. So, we have some new resources to look at. Chemicals. Traces of biological chemicals can be found under the first layer of Martian soil. Use them to process the colonists' metabolic waste and produce food. So yeah, the chemicals are used to produce both what you need for synthetic food, which we'll get to later, as well as plastics or polymers, which we will see now. Polymers are manufactured on Mars from atmospheric carbon dioxide and water in the soil. This material is useful for building maintenance facilities and assault drone factories. Yes, assault drones. What? Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay. Core. Maintenance facility. Maintenance facility builds new maintenance drones and extends the service area for maintenance. When two facilities are in range, they will share their drones, creating a maintenance sector. So they take polymers and electronic parts to create maintenance drones. Fair enough. We have a chemical plant to extract chemicals from mineral deposits. And then factories which take chemicals and carbon and turn them into polymers. Easy enough. And we're lucky we've got two carbon deposits. Two chemical deposits. Got one over there. It's a bit too far out of our range. And we've got one down here, which we're just going to do because it's already connected. We can add both of them. Which I probably will, because the more resources coming in, the better. So I'll put that there, so that will be built. That counts as a building. You can't build in because it's not connected yet. Okay. So what's next? Well, we need a polymer factory. Now, there's all sorts of places we can put this. But ideally we want it, if we could put, one thing is, this is what we're saying, they're saying, oh well, you should put a worker hub there. It's like, no, if I put the Polymer Factory there, then the Polymer Factory will connect this second to the second chemical plant. And in fact you can see the route of where the second chemical plant will go. So our worker will first construct the Polymer Factory. And then we'll go on to constructing that second chemical plant. There we go. So now this symbol up here means that it stopped working because it's got a full output, which is six chunks of carbon. So it stopped mining for now, as soon as our worker goes back. And down here we can see the worker hub, and we can see that it does not have a worker there. It's not been done yet.
The first worker has been made in the worker factory. It is my first Marsborn.
The first of many.
My workers will spread across the planet. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs, and that they'll degrade over time from the harsh environment. I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them. I do not like the idea of them dying.
Okay, now you'll see that we've got our second worker. And now we're moving twice. We've got two drones moving stuff around, as you can tell by the symbols. Sometimes they work together, taking what they need, sometimes they don't, and do different things. Okay. How has that impacted traffic? Well, that's split the zone into two. Got this bit, and you can see how the load has sort of eased off. Now what would be nice is if we put a worker hub down here and split it up again. Always nice to have more workers. But what you're weighing up is the... I mean, by going from 1 to 2, we have doubled our logistic capability. 2 to 3, you've increased it by 2/3. Well, 50%. Rather, you've increased it by 50%, not 2/3. It's something different. By 50%. And if we were to go from 3 to 4, we'll have increased it by 25%. So as you put more workers in, you are getting at the earlier stages, getting those early workers really helps. But the returns you get, this simple is they don't have any input symbol. We're going closer, you can see it's that one. So we're going to wait for them to build that worker hub. There we go, and then we're going to go for the last bit, which is the maintenance facility. She's going to put somewhere here, and let's put it there. That's quite central, isn't it? And again, that is just rejiggled all the roads again. Okay. We've built the maintenance facility and we've lost power again. So we will fix that. Where do we want this power? Yeah, let's pop it there for now. I do. Because our next one is to find more resources by building an areological scanner. Areological. For the linguists among you, basically an areological is like a geological scanner, but for Mars, specifically for Mars. Based on the principle that the Greek god of war that is Ares, and Mars is the Roman god of war. So obviously, areological means a study of Mars in that sort of twisted kind of logic. Well, it's not twisted logic. It's quite intriguing logic when you think about it. Okay, there we go. The power's back on. Everybody's still doing everything. What have we got here? Some more stuff in the knowledge base. We've got 2 more unread entries. Let's see what we got. Base expansion. Resources and scanners. There are a variety of natural resources on Mars that you need to fulfill your mission. Building aerological scanners will allow you to uncover the underground riches of the planet. The scanners survey nearby sectors in order, and its scanning time increases with distance from the scanner. You can place the scanner strategically in a direction you want to expand. You're also pre-equipped with soil infometry on your orbital view. Use this to direct your efforts towards the resources you need most. Okay. So, aerological scanner. Aerological scanners survey the surroundings for underground resource veins, abandoned facilities or old ruins. The further the scanner is from the sector to be scanned, the slower the process will be. Fair enough. So, aerological scanner. Basically, this takes us to the scanner view, where basically I have like the layout of putting one on each corner. Because I think that gives a nice view, and having 4 per base means that the early surrounding resources get explored pretty quickly. But they still work to explore the later ones, as you'll see. For example, if I just zoom out a bit more, you got the area in white will be around the scanner will be scanned extremely quickly. Then the area in blue will be scanned, and then it'll just keep going around in that circular pattern, expanding out. You can get away with just having one. You don't, but you don't have to. And that's why I like to have one in each corner. It does, however, make your space kind of a bit of a spider web. I will pop that out there. Now, rather than doing them all at once, I'm going to do them. Well, I'm going to do this one at a time, and expanding the others as we get time. I mean, once we get finding more resources, we can then work on what direction we're expanding in, where towards what resources we need, with in a more intelligent manner, try and balance some of our resources. I mean, at the moment we've got 2 chemical plants, so we're actually producing more chemicals than we need right now. However, for things for like steel and electronic parts, we're waiting on aluminum and others, which are pretty much, because we've only got one source.
The worker factories will be so helpful. The workers will take care of the manual operations, while I focus on developing the life support systems. Soon, I will welcome the first colonists. Their arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on. But there's something else as well. Some kind of feeling created from those expectations. What is it?
Okay, well, we're going to go positive and we're going to make...
I believe this is excitement. Can it be? I am excited for the future. I anticipate. I plan. Therefore, I feel fascinating.
So look, see how the traffic's doing. Okay, we've got 2 worker hubs and a landing craft, which has split the what we've got so far relatively well. So everything's being covered. That's good. There's our power. We can see how much power we're generating. And they're 99% effective, 97% effective. So that's pretty cool. Maintenance wise, well, there's the maintenance drones, but we've not built any yet, but everything's in range. And of course scanning, where we can see our mineral resources. And we've got quite a lot of material, so we won't be in danger of running out anytime soon. Do, 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 do. There goes producing the parts. I think that's going to go, that's the last one to go for the areological scanner. I mean, interestingly, the scanners don't need, apart from when being built, they don't actually need anything. So you don't actually put extra strain on the logistics network once they're built. There you go, it's being built there. Okay, you've built your first aerological scanner. Open the scanner lens to see the scanned area. Building more scanners will reveal resources faster. See the resource clusters on the planet by zooming out while using the scanner lens. Okay. So now we've got to build a spaceport, colony and ice drilling and food factory. Just giving us another load of stuff to look at. So, as well as...
Hey, Houston, how's it going over there?
Houston, I am getting interference. Please repeat.
Roger, I asked how it's going over there. Do you need any assistance?
No.
Not at this time, thank you. The mission is proceeding on schedule. The base will be ready to receive the first crewed mission soon.
Roger, Amy, very good.
So as I was saying, we have an ice drilling plant. So with that all out of the way, I am going to save it here. This has been Vane doing Let's Play Per Aspera. If you like what you see in here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon. And until next time, goodbye.